Hello, my name is Polly Wyram, and I am co-hosting with Max Ryan, and we are here this evening to talk about welcome to accessing your true power. So when we talk about accessing your true power, we wonder what does that mean? And during this evening, we're also going to connect with spirit and supercharge your life. And supercharging your life and connecting with your power goes together, hand in hand. So I have a question. Do you ever feel a little less than powerful in your life? And are you ready to live a simpler life, a more peaceful life?
Those are good questions. And I also would ask, my name is Max Ryan, and I would also ask, do you feel like you're disconnected from yourself? Do you feel like you've attracted things that you don't really want in your life? Well, that is what we are going to be talking all about tonight. So welcome again. Hey, Polly, how are you?
Hi, Max. I'm great. How are you?
I'm great. I'm thrilled about tonight. So I want to tell everyone what we are doing tonight, because a lot of people might be coming on the call thinking that this is the Positive Principles Show, which we usually do on Tuesdays at 7 o'clock Pacific. But this is a very special webinar that is entitled Accessing Your True Power. I need to tell you, first of all, is that really, this is really a preview. What you're going to get right now for the next hour or so is Polly and I have a 5-day huge event in Alaska that we are going to be doing a week from Thursday. And this is a preview, what it's all about. And we're going to be talking about your power and really finding your power within, because I think that most people in the world walk around feeling kind of at the effect of the world, at the effect of their feelings, at the effect of many things. But this is really about accessing your true power. That's what tonight is all about. So before we get into what we're going to talk about, which I'm so excited about, I want us to introduce who we are and what we do. Polly, can you just sort of tell people who you are and all the amazing things that you do?
So my name is Polly Wyram. I'm the founder of gateways2peace.com, and that's with the number 2. I am an intuitive and a life coach, and I love to help people bring peace into their life. And I mean, that's really what I do. Yeah. As simple as that.
And it's so perfect that, you know, your website name is perfect for you, because you do bring peace to so many people. And if you don't know Polly, I'm telling you, she's incredible and an amazing intuitive, just incredible intuitive that helps a lot of people. So I'm excited that we are here together today. So let me tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Max Ryan, and I am the creator and founder of Attract Positive Results, see down there, .com. And I work with people in their life to move them from an orientation of fear and anxiety and overwhelm and stress to an orientation of flow and peace and love, and really attracting positive results in your life. And I do that a number of ways. I am a 30-year teacher and student of A Course in Miracles. So I teach the principles of A Course in Miracles and how to apply them to your life. And I'm also very well versed in something called the Law of Attraction, which you probably know. And I teach people how to really work with the Law of Attraction. So I work with people privately. I have big groups. I do workshops, and I do things like this. I have a radio show that's called Attract Positive Results on Blog Talk Radio. Lots of things for you. And I'm an author. Let me just show you. This is my book. It's called Say Yes If, 30 Days of Positive Questions to Transform Your Life. So I do all of that stuff. And Polly and I have teamed up because we have a shared vision about helping people in the world. And that's why we've invited you here tonight. Right, Polly?
Yes, and Max, I love how you put shared vision, because that's really what you and I have. And that's why we get along so well, is because we both have that peace in our life. We both share similar practices, and we want others to have those same experiences.
Right. So some people might be wondering, what if you don't know us, why the heck would we be listening to you? So I'll just tell you, I said before, you know, I actually have been a coach for about 8-9 years now, and I have worked with people all over the world to help them in their lives to get positive results in their relationships, in their finances, in their businesses. And I have a plethora of study of spiritual understanding and metaphysical understanding of the Course in Miracles, of many, many, many different spiritual paths. And I'm also a trained coach. And I take that very seriously in helping people to move forward in their life. And I'm very proud of all of my clients and my students, because they have taken what I've been able to teach them and changed their lives. So that's one of the reasons why you should be thinking of why we are somebody to listen to, is that I actually have a pretty good track record. I've worked with people like Lisa Williams, Sonia Choquette, Louise Hay, Deepak Chopra, and all of these people have really enhanced my life. And I actually started my journey with someone named Marianne Williamson, who you might know. So I've got all of that under my belt, and it's all here just for all of you.
And I would like to add a congratulations to Max, because he just recently was nominated for a very prestigious, this is an international award, right? For Coach of the Year, which is huge, Life Coach of the Year. So thank you very much. And I'm honored to work with you, because Max has a plethora of experience. I mean, his experience at, you know, the training that he's had goes on and on and on. And I can't write out this list like Max can. I basically went through a life change a few years ago, and it brought me to where I am. And I've read a lot, and I've studied, and I've traveled to take different classes and courses. But really, I had this life change, and it forced me into practicing what I talk about now, and it changed my life. And so
that's about when the time that you and I met, and you did this whole shift in your life really did change you, and it opened you up to really helping so many people.
Right. And it's not even like when I do readings, and because I love doing those and I do them a lot, even when I do the readings, and I'm always so surprised by what comes out, you know, what happens. And can I tell you how it happens? No.
Me either. And that's one thing I didn't say. I'm also intuitive too. And you know what, Polly and I really relate in this way. We don't really know how it happens. We open up to spirit, and spirit tells us information to help people. We don't, I mean, really, I could break it down and everything, but you know, that kind of, that uses the ego to construct something. I don't understand how it happens. All I understand is that we are getting messages to help people. Hey, Polly, I just want to pause for a second, because I see in the chat room, there's a lot of people here. Annie here, she says, congratulations. Thank you, Annie. Donna says, it's a great book. Oh, Donna, thank you so much. She says, hi, Max, my friend. It's great to see you. And Marguerite says, excited and blessed to have been in the right place at the right time. Marguerite, it's great to have you here. It's great to have this interaction, right, Polly?
Absolutely. I love it. And I have to say, another thing that I'm so grateful for is that there are so many people now that are really valuing this new lifestyle, this new understanding, this new connection. And is really people, if I can just say this, we are all going to come to peace. We are all finding peace. There's nobody that is not going to find peace. And, you know, we are the forefront, or, you know, whoever's becoming aware of it now, but it's wonderful.
No, I love it. I love it. That's so true, because we are in a time, we are so blessed to have chosen, I believe, this time to be on the earth, because, you know, the vibration of humanity is going through a huge shift, and that shift is from the physical to the spiritual, and we are part of that. Every single person that has been attracted to this webinar here is a part of that. So it's so great. I just want to say really quickly, boy, it's so great. Lots of really awesome things coming in. Darcy says, congratulations, Max. Somebody here, I can't read their name, says, I'm coming back to life after, oh, Marguerite, I'm coming back to life after medical misdiagnosis for 5 years. Blessed to be functioning again and meet all of you. Awesome.
Yay.
Great, Marguerite. We are all blessed to have you here too. It's just so great. All right. So, Polly, I think that we should move on because I think that we need to talk about what this whole night is going to be about. Power, right?
Absolutely. So I am going to ask people to ask themselves, what is power? And, you know, what is power for you personally? And how do you manifest it in your lives? And so for me, I can look at, and this is similar to what Max said earlier, you can imagine yourself, if you're not powerless, if you have no power in your life, you're basically just, you know, you can imagine yourself like a little boat on a stream, just getting knocked around, whatever way the current takes you. If you take some power into your life, you're able to steer that boat. And this is a concept because I'm all about peace. So this is an interesting concept because I believe you actually need to use some power to bring peace into your life. You need to be purposeful and have purposeful intent to create a life full of peace, to have a life that supports you and your well-being.
Wow, really well said. I love that. I agree with so much of what you said just now. I mean, I really believe that, you know, you and I, we do resonate because peace really is our goal. And it goes along with the Course in Miracles. The Course in Miracles, the one goal it has is our peace and your peace. And I believe that true power is not of this world. True power does not come from getting the job or getting the guy or having a lot of money and all that stuff. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And actually, that enhances your life. It's fantastic. But true power comes when you have a sense that you are connected, when you have the sense that everything's working out exactly the way it should be. And that sense is your power. You know, in the Course in Miracles, it would say that that it is in your defenselessness that your power lies. And so when we in the world, it would say, keep fighting and keep working and keep and keep pushing and pushing and pushing. Spiritually speaking, really, it's when we go and we let go that we're actually more in power than anyone else. It gives us this kind of healthy detachment from the world, so we can, as all great spiritual truths say, live in this world but not of this world. That's what Jesus said. That's what, and in many other ways, the Buddha said, Muhammad said, Mary's, all the great saints and sages say this. To live in this world but not of this world means that you can walk through this world, you can have peace, you can feel joy, and there could be 50 million things happening, and you are in power. I love the story of how Gandhi used to say his favorite place to meditate is on the most crowded bus in the middle of Calcutta, India. And he said that because it's that knowing that internally you're peaceful, no matter what's happening. That is power. That is true power. It is not giving up your morals. It's not giving up your ethics. It is sitting in that divine space. Right, Polly?
It is. And I mean, this is such a deep and complex idea because, you know, peace, when I think about peace, it's this beautiful feeling, this beautiful connection that I have, and I carry it with me throughout the day, and I have ways to connect to it. But how I've created that is by purposeful practices that I have. And because I have
those, we're going to talk about those later. So I think that it's time to go into what this is. Like we said, this is kind of a mini preview of our big 5-day awesome event in Anchorage, right?
Absolutely. I'm super excited.
I'm super excited too. So we will let you know more about the breakdown of all the days, but Polly and I are going to be doing 3 main workshops when we're in Alaska. The first one's about angels, the second one is about peace, and the third one is about law of attraction. All of those really do have to do with you accessing your true power. So tonight we're going to give you a little bit of a snippet of each one of those. So I'm going to start right now because I've been working with angels since I was a very young kid. I'm just going to start by telling you that angels or the angelic realm may be foreign to you. It may be very woo-hoo or witchy-woo, and that's okay. But for the next, 8 or 10 minutes or so, I'd like you to just to open up your mind to be open to this idea of angels. I'm going to start off with saying that in A Course in Miracles, he refers to angels a few times, not very many, but one of the most significant times in the Course in Miracles, it says that angels are the thoughts of God. Angels are the thoughts of God. And if you think about that, it gives you so much peace. It makes you feel like, because sometimes, there is a lot of iconography, I never say that word right, of the angels with the wings or the cherubs, and I've had experiences like that, and many people have. But I want you right now to really connect with this idea that angels are the thoughts of God. And I'm going to go back a little bit. Angels are a very high energetic dimension. Very high energy dimension. So what that means is, if we're going to look at it hierarchically, there is the divine source, or you might say God, whatever you call it is fine with me. There's the divine source. I don't want to staying in here. There's divine source, which is the ultimate of the highest power of vibration, okay? And then right under that is a very high vibration, which is the angelic vibration. And then it goes down, and the vibrations goes down. And we, as humans in this body, are down here somewhere because we have a dense vibration in this body. Angels were never human beings. Angels are thoughts of God. So they're right up next to God, or next to the divine source. And I hate using that all the time because it gives a hierarchy that might not fit with you. All you need to understand is that the angelic realm is that feeling of very, very high, soft support, love, and help. Because the angels and the angelic realm have one job. It is to support, to love, and to help. And when you think about that in relationship to the divine source, that's what the divine source's thoughts do for us. They help us in our lives because, like I said, we are at a definitely more dense vibration down here physically while we're here. So if we access, call on, invoke the angels, that energy comes down and rearranges things, helps us put the right people in the right place at the right time so that we have an easier way in this world. This world is full of conflict. It's full of contrast, a lot of tragedy, a lot of heartache and struggle, and that's okay. Actually, that's okay. But the angels help us to remember we are not the tragedy, we are not the struggle, we are not the heartache, we are the being that's experiencing that. Does that make sense? I hope it does. So, when the first thing I want to tell you, when you would like to ask for help from the angels, all you have to do is ask for help. All you have to do is open your mind up and say, angels, I need some guidance here. I'll use the thing that most people do, most people know, is that most people will say, I mean, not most people, but you will know this, this example when I say it, is that a lot of people, when you're driving your car and you go to the store and you want that parking space, what do you say? Parking angels, parking angels, parking angels, right? I do it. Many people do. And many times, there's the perfect parking space. It's because you call on the angels. The angels in the angelic realm is just there. It's just, think about it like neutral energy that's waiting to be called on. It's just like this energy that's going, I could help Jane. I could help Darcy. I could help Max, but I am not going to interfere with their choice. They need to make a choice. And everything, the most powerful thing you have in your life is choice. So if you make a choice to ask for help from the angels, that opens up the energy so that this vibration of angels, and if you don't have to worry about if they've got wings or not, it is a vibration. The vibration can start to come into your life and put the right people in the right place and all of that. Does that make sense, everyone? So the first thing is you've got to ask for help. It's just like, you have to say, of myself, I can't do this right now. Please help to remind me of the way. Help to remind me of my courage. Now, in the workshop on next week, I'm going to be going over the 4 major archangels, and I'm going to talk about the 4 right now very quickly. There are set in the traditional kind of more on the Christian Jewish lineage of angels. There are basically 7 archangels, and then there's a whole bunch of other angels. I'm going to talk about 4 of the angels right now. The first angel that, our first archangel that you probably know of is Archangel Michael. I say Michael, but you might say Michael. Each archangel has a representation in our life. That angel is responsible for certain aspects of our life. So Archangel Michael or Michael is responsible for courage and responsible for breaking through old patterns, responsible for strength. And if you see images of Archangel Michael, it is always usually with a sword and a shield. And so you call on Archangel Michael when you're feeling weak, when you're feeling like, I can't get through this. I'm not sure I can get through this, the death of a loved one, or through the job, or whatever, whenever you need courage. Now, I'm going to tell you this, before I go through the other 3 angels, archangels. The archangels, in my opinion, my experience is, they're not giving you anything you don't have. They're only giving you the eyes to see, the perception to see that you're already courageous. You're already fearless. That's what they're doing. They're not giving you anything you don't have because you already are the light of God, but you forgot. The angels are helping you to remember. Okay? So, Archangel Michael helps with courage and strength and getting through tough times. Now, let's go to Archangel Raphael. Archangel Raphael is a beautiful angel, and Raphael is all about healing. And Raphael is all about when you need to heal your mind, when you need to heal your body, when you need to heal a situation that's gone wrong or something like that, you call on Archangel Raphael. Archangel Raphael is very, very involved in children, in hospitals, in the medical field, in the police field, all of that kind of where there's danger, where there can be any kind of physical harm that needs healing, Archangel Raphael's there. So if you're sick, if you have any kind of ailment, please call on Raphael, Archangel Raphael, to remind you that you are healthy already. You're already perfect. Okay? The next one I'm going to talk about is Archangel Gabriel. And Archangel Gabriel is like the mother angel. Archangel Gabriel is the angel that that came down when Jesus that told Mary that Jesus was going to be born. So It's got a very motherly energy. It's very safe. It's very like if you feel like you need comforting, you need to be held, you need some kind of a guidance as a mother would do, you call on Archangel Gabriel. Now, there's a caveat here, and I'm aware of time, Polly, so I'll hurry up. Is that Archangel Gabriel is in traditions it's Gabriel, and in other traditions it's Gabriel. So it doesn't matter because angels have no sex. They really don't. It's what you perceive them to be. I perceive Gabriel as the mother that holds you, that helps you and guides you. Okay? And so the last angel that we will speak of tonight is Archangel Uriel. Now, Archangel Uriel, I have a very close relationship with. And when you start working with angels, you will find an angel that you will feel closer to. And Archangel Uriel is my God. He's my angel. Archangel Uriel is not spoken of a lot, but Archangel Uriel is all about manifestation in the world, and he's about the connection between the spiritual and the physical. Okay? You know, when the cross represents the intersection of the physical and the spiritual. You see right in the middle there? That this is where Jesus would say, you're living heaven on earth. You're creating heaven on earth. You're living in this world, but not of this world. So Archangel Uriel is all about taking your incredibly strong spirit and connecting it with your physical life here as a human being. He's a powerful, powerful angel, and I work with him a lot. He is somebody that you call on when you feel like you can't get a project done, when you can't manifest something, when you're feeling disconnected, you're feeling too earthly, and you're not feeling connected up here. It's that way of feeling complete. So that is Archangel Uriel. So that's just a little preview for you about what we do in the what we're going to do on the big full day angel workshop. So we meet all the archangels, and we're even doing a thing about your guardian angel. And I'll just leave you with this. For today, all you need to do is just start calling on the angels. And there's millions of angels. Those are just 4 of the archangels. There is an angel for everything. Angel to write a book, angel to do your garden, angel to do your hair, angel for everything. And the more you start calling on the angels, the more you will start to feel the power and the presence in your life. What do you think of that, Polly?
Thank you, Max. And you know, the way I found you was because of your angel work. Because I love working with angels. Love it. So, and it's something that I talk about with my family, my kids. And so thank you. It's something that I do daily. I think definitely brings in peace into your life, into your home, into everything. So thank you.
All right.
So I'm going to talk about peace. And first of all, I'm going to go through 5 practices that I do. And one of the things about when you think about living peace, creating a life of peace, all of this is free. And come to think of it, everything that we're going to talk about on that weekend, like all the practices, that working with angels, law of attraction, creating a peaceful life, it's free. You don't have, I mean, it's there. It's like you just change some of your practices and you have this in your life, which is amazing. So one of the things that I do daily is meditation and prayer and gratitude. And I'm putting gratitude in with meditation and prayer because I really think that if you come from a place of gratitude, it is like a prayer. And even like I tell people when they're first starting to learn how to meditate, you can do that coming from a place of gratitude. You can just start by coming from, start thinking about the things that you're grateful for. And then another thing, and I'm going to take a step back. So just how I found these practices is my life is pretty crazy. We've got 3 kids. I was running marathons. I was very busy and, you know, kind of high stress. And then I started having health problems. And I actually had to take a year of almost doing nothing, like really just resting. And it was during that time that without me consciously making a life change, like saying, okay, I want peace in my life, it just happened. These practices just came into my life. And I honestly can't say that, that I made the conscious decision, this is what I want to have. It just unfolded that way. And I'm telling you from, you know, I don't even know that, say within a year, my life changed and I changed so much. And my ability to live in peace changed dramatically. And I have to say, when I was in that, before I actually had this transition, so to speak, you know, people could look at my life and say, I had everything. But I have to tell you, I was angry a lot. Or I don't know if angry is the right word, but frustrated a lot. And when I started, and again, it just was handed to me, when I started these practices, this frustration just dissipated. It was no longer there. So it's not, and I'm going to say I'm not saying that things, you know, I don't have upsets in my day-to-day life, but I don't grab hold of them. They don't like send me into a tizzy like they might have. Just a small tizzy sometimes with 3 kids. But I mean, it's just, my life is just completely different. So back to my 5 practices: daily meditation and prayer and gratitude. So I'm combining those 3. And then taking a look at your life and saying, what is serving me? What could I remove from my life? What is in my life that I don't, you know, that irritates me, quite frankly. And then the third one is bring more into my life that supports me feeling good. And this is the one that we're going to talk about a lot. The fourth one is simplifying. So that requires you to look at how crazy your life is. If you are constantly running around going from this place to that place, picking up your kids, doing favors for everybody, you know, being on the PTA, doing everything under the sun, but you don't have time for half an hour for yourself to meditate, something's wrong. And the last one is, remember, you are always connected to the divine. And that goes back to what Max was talking about with working with the angels, it's working with God, knowing you are fully supported, always fully supported. And so it's using your power to make these decisions and create this life of peace. And so simplifying your life, you remove what's not serving you anymore. Some of the craziness, you don't need it. And you will find you are so much happier without it. If you're doing it to please somebody else, get rid of it. And the other thing that's really important is for people to realize, to look at their life, and sometimes you have to take a step back, sometimes you even have to look back to when you were a child, but what brings you pleasure? What makes you happy? What when you're doing it, time dissipates. And lots of times that is your life purpose. You know, what makes you happy is your life purpose. Are you recognizing that? And so, you know, I'm asking you right now, what makes you happy? And when was the last time you allowed that to be in your life? And so these are all things that we have to look at and kind of rework our life. If you imagine your life as a living room, and you're going to look in your life and you're going to say, okay, right now I do a lot of stuff I don't like to do. And maybe possibly how you can remove some of those things, some of these chores that you were doing for other people, you don't need to do them. And as you eliminate some of that stuff, the people that used to annoy you, you don't react as much to them because you're finding more peace in your life in other ways. And the more that you give yourself the opportunity to pray, the opportunity to meditate, the opportunity to do things that make you happy, you are less triggered by the stuff that used to, trigger you. And I can say this from, my life has just changed with this. Absolutely. And yeah, I am selfish with my time. Absolutely, I am. And I think you have to be. My family knows when it's time for me to meditate, that's what I'm doing, and you don't bother me. And, there were things that we had to, as a family, that we decided that to bring more peace in our life, we eliminated some of these things that we were doing for other people. Maybe comparing, what you're doing to other people. It doesn't matter. You have to do what makes you happy. And to live a peaceful life, quite frankly, you have to be courageous, because your peace might be different than somebody else's peace. And that's what's really important, is recognize, ask yourself, what does your peaceful life look like? Because it might not look like your neighbor's peaceful life. And quite frankly, it probably doesn't. And that's okay. And you have to value that. And that is where it's having that power, accessing your power. That is where all that comes into play, is being strong enough to stand up and say, I don't want to do this anymore. I want to do this now. And to value, be around, another one is be around people who respect you. And value that. It's all about valuing how you feel. And that, when Max talks about law of attraction, that's a lot about feelings. And so this all ties in together. And the other thing about peace that I feel is so important is recognizing that you are always connected to the divine. You always are. And I really like to practice that. I like to receive the messages. I like to work with people and help them receive messages. And that for sure is one thing that we'll be doing, because it's something that is so easy. Max and I are not the miracle people, the only people who can receive the messages. Everybody can receive messages of guidance.
Thank you so much, Polly. That was so well said. I love how you broke it down to really, there are kind of these 5 things. There's more, but there is 5 things. Peace is really what it's all about. And I love how you said that. I think there are so many people that probably are listening right now that are thinking, wow, am I doing those things to make peace a real priority in my life? That makes me think, what, the peace is priority. That sounds like a bumper. Peace is my priority, right?
Yeah.
I love it.
That's great.
And what you said too, I think is really important too, is that you don't forsake yourself. You take care of yourself. And I think that is one of the most important things in the world. You never forsake yourself. Hey, I want to just check in with the chat room really quickly, okay? Let's see. Annie says, declutter your life is amazing. That's right, Annie. And what do you have to say about that, Polly? Decluttering your life.
It's a miracle worker is what it is. Mm-hmm. And when you are working with people like you do and I do, you can tell the folks, and I was one of them, and that needed to remove a few things going on in their life.
Yeah, that could be physically, emotionally, all of that stuff. So
and even things that happened in your childhood that maybe you are keeping with you that have these triggers. And that's another thing that we're going to work on during the workshop.
For sure. I love that. Thank you for that, Annie. And Marguerite says, thank you so much, Polly and Max. I know what makes me happy. And thank you for asking the angels, Holy Spirit, and Jesus, and the Course in Miracles as it teaches us. You're so welcome, Marguerite. I'm so glad you're here. Hey, listen, this is kind of a really kind of high-tech operation we have here, Polly. And I forgot that I have a little thing that I want to give everyone about angels. And I want to pull it up here. Everyone that's watching right now, look on your bar where you're chatting, because I'm gonna put up a special, an offer for you. It is an angel meditation. It's an angel interview that I did. It's about an hour long. It's about teaching angels. Not teaching, but showing you angels and your vibration. So it says right there, all about angels and your vibration. It's an interview that I did about a year ago. And if you really want to understand about how the angels affect your vibration, please go over to the sidebar right now. And it says all about angels and your vibration, an interview with angel expert. Hello, Max Ryan. And all you have to do is click that listen here. It will take you, it's actually a YouTube video. It's an audio that's on video. So you can go on there right now. So everyone, please check that out. I'll keep that up for just a few minutes. And we're going to have some really fun, cool offers coming up soon. But Polly, you're an amazing intuitive, and we wanted to give everyone something here, and I asked you what you would like to offer people too, and we'll put that offer up in just a second. But talk about a little bit about your intuitive work, and then we're going to put your offer up so people can take advantage of that.
Thank you. So when I do intuitive work, lots of times I get, I love it when I don't know the people. And so I get messages before they really even say anything, like maybe we'll say hello, but I get messages and share them with them. And I never know, like it doesn't necessarily mean something to me, but it will mean something to the people I'm working with. And it frequently shows like where they are in their life. And some of the things that they could do differently, or maybe something that's coming up. And then something that's really funny that always happens, almost always happens, is I will get something that I think, now that is that's a funny thing that I'm hearing. So like Sunday night, I have a group circle, and it just happened that I was getting a lot of messages for the people in my group. And so one of them, actually that night was very funny. So one of them, I was like, wow, the people in this group are really getting rid of things. They're just letting things go. They're putting it in bags and brown bags. They're just getting rid of it. Two of them were having a garage sale. And then at the end of it, and that's literally what they were doing. And then at the end of it, I was telling somebody, I was getting messages for her, and I said, something about, I'm hearing you have money in your, like literally in your pockets. And she did. She had found some money and put it in her pocket earlier in the day. And so I'll get these funny little messages that don't, it kind of, these little ones kind of show that the bigger message is meant for you, if that makes sense. They'll be funny, funny little thing, like you have money in your pockets. But
I love that. That happened to me the other day when I was doing a reading. That was completely, it was like, why is this coming up? And then after a few minutes, it was like, oh, that's why it's coming up. We had no idea. So I love that. So I just want to, everyone, there is that angel meditation on the side. Please click on there to listen here. You might want to save that, that link so you can listen to it later. But you know what? Polly has so graciously offered you a really great way to work with her as an intuitive, right, Polly?
I have. So I'm offering an hour reading for $50. So you would go to my website, gateways2peace.com.
Oh, Polly, I just put it up there. It says it's a 60-minute reading for only $50. And right there, if they click email Polly, it will take you to your website, but you need the code Peace Now, right?
Absolutely. Thank you.
Right. So if you are interested, we'll leave that up for a while because Polly is incredible intuitive, and this is a huge discount for her. So if you want a 60-minute reading with Polly, just hit that email Polly, send her a contact, and say code Peace Now, or Peace Out. We should have said Peace Out. So Peace Now, and then she will give you that. And you're very busy for the next few weeks, right?
Thank you. I was just going to say that I can't guarantee, it'll happen relatively soon, but I can't guarantee the exact time. So I'll get back in touch with you.
It'll be in July.
Yes, it will be in July.
But you'll keep the list of everyone that gets that. Is there a time limit of when they're able to do that by?
I would like, if they contact by July 1st.
Okay, great. They still have quite a few. That's a long time. So, so yeah, contact her. It'll be great. Polly's an amazing intuitive. So let's move on. Do you think we should move on, Polly?
I think we should move on. We've got lots to cover.
Okay, we do. We also want to tell you that on the 5-day event, we're going to be talking about law of attraction. This is one of my favorite subjects, one of the best things I think that anyone can really learn. And I want to teach you tonight just a little snippet about what I will do on the big 5-day. Law of attraction states that I attract to my life or my business or anything whatever I give my attention, energy, and focus to. So I attract to my life or my business whatever I give my attention, energy, and focus to. Meaning that whatever you're looking at, whatever you're dwelling on, whatever you're giving any kind of attention to, that is what's being created in the world, so it will come back to you. You know, the world is just like this blank slate. The world is literally almost, in the Course of Miracles, it would say, the world is like a blank movie screen. We're the projector along with the divine source, and we're projecting everything onto it. So whatever we're thinking about, whatever we're talking about, whatever we're looking at is the thing that's going to manifest and we're going to attract more of or create in their life, in our lives. You know, there's a reason why it's called co-creation. You know, the law, it could be law of attraction's acronym is LOA. And I always say LOA or GOD, it's the same thing. God, law of attraction, all it's doing is co-creating with you from what you're focusing on, what your intention is, what you want. So that is the basis of the law of attraction. And it requires us all to take a lot of responsibility. Responsibility for what we're looking at, what we're talking about, what we're focusing on. Okay? So for tonight, I want to show you how the words that you're using are creating the results that you're getting in your life. Words are powerful. What are they? Powerful. Words are so incredibly powerful. So the words that you're using are literally attracting what you want in your life. Okay? So before I go into how the words are creating the results, I want you to know that the law of attraction is only matching your vibration. It's matching your feeling. It's matching your word. It's matching. What's it doing? It's just matching. So when you think about your words, you want to make sure that your words are specifically chosen. But I want to show you how the words that you're saying are literally making your results. Now, if you have a piece of paper in front of you, I'm sorry I didn't tell you to get that before. You should try to get a piece of paper. That would be great. But follow along with me. Here's a box over here, okay? There's one box here, one box here, one box here, and one box here. So there's 4 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 boxes, okay? We're going to start over here. This box over here, if I take a dictionary and I dump everything in the dictionary out into this box, Polly, you can help me with this. If I dump all those things out into this box, I have a box full of what, Polly?
Words.
Words, thank you. So this is your word box. The words you're using, the words you're thinking, the words you're saying, all of those words, okay? So we have a word box. So on your paper, you might want to write a W, word box. Now, if you have words and you string them all together in your head, you end up having a box of, what are they?
Thoughts.
Thoughts, that's right. So words and thoughts. The next box is thoughts. The words become your thoughts. Now, if you have thoughts in your head and you're focusing on them, you're thinking about them, you are looking at them for 30 seconds or more, they send out a very specific what?
They send out the vibration.
Vibration. Very good. That's my clue for vibration. So the third box is vibration. So let's go back. The words become your thoughts. The thoughts send out a vibration. And then this is an important part. Your thoughts are your feelings too. I mean, your vibrations are your feelings. The law of attraction matches your vibration. What does it match, Polly?
Your vibration or feelings.
Your vibration or feeling. So it matches the vibration in the third box, and it gives you in the last box your end
result.
So this is the results. So these are all the results you have in your life. Get it? So let's go backwards. The words you're saying are making the thoughts you're thinking. The thoughts you're thinking are creating the vibrations that you're sending. The vibrations you're sending are being matched by the law of attraction, and they're giving you the results that you're getting in your life. And this last box over here could just be called your life. Just could be called your life. That's it. So that's how the words you're saying are creating the results you're getting, because the law of attraction has one job: to match the vibration. What's the job, Polly?
Match the vibration.
Match it, and it gives you more, and gives you more, and gives you more. So if you reach into this box over here and you have stuff you don't like, you have to go backwards and look at the words you're saying. For instance, if you look in your box about finances and you don't like it, you probably are saying some words and thinking thoughts that are negative, that are bad, that are like, oh, I don't deserve it, and only other people get money, blah, 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 blah. You have to go back and you have to start changing the words. When you change the words, you change the thoughts. When you change the thoughts, you change the vibration. When you change the vibration, you change the results. Does that make sense?
It does. And actually, if I can just say, the other day I was working with some people and I was saying that the feelings, the vibration of the feelings, you can imagine them being like little feelers that go out and they grab what's similar. Yeah. And so they're actually like little hands going out and grabbing what are similar to your feelings. So however you're feeling, whatever you're thinking, it's bringing it right back to you.
I love it. That's a really great way to look at it. I love it. So in the on the whole Alaska thing, we are going to be going really into the law of attraction. That's just a little bit of it. And we're going to actually, the biggest day and the biggest workshop we're going to do is on Sunday. That's the law of attraction. That's actually 9 to 3. So it's a big, long workshop. So we are so excited all about all of that. So that's just a preview, a little bit of all the stuff. Now, we are about 10 minutes before the hour, and we want to, I'm going to take this offer down from Polly right now, everyone. So just make sure, if you want a really awesome reading, click on that where it says email Polly, because I'm going to take it down right now. But so now we are going to talk about this whole incredible event. We're going to talk about it really quickly, but we're also, just hang on, everyone, because there is a way, if you can't get to Alaska, that you can join us. So, Polly, can you go over the 5 days and what we're going to be doing?
I can. So on Thursday night, if you are in Alaska, then you get to come in and spend some time with Max and I and get to know us personally, and just, it's kind of like a meet and greet type thing. And I'm super excited because that's always really fun. And I love working with Max, so I can't wait to share them with the people that are here.
Let's give them the dates. The dates, it starts.
That's Thursday the 25th.
Yeah.
And then on Friday the 26th, Max will be working with the Angels 101, and that's from 10 to 3. And then if this goes, because we're going to offer this live stream, it would not, things are going to be, breaks and such will be taken out during that time. And then we have, actually, if you are in Alaska in person, we have some local inspirational speakers, which I'm really excited about. And then that evening, we have a guided meditation, which I don't believe that is going to be live stream, but Max and I, after the meditation, Max and I are actually doing a panel, an intuitive panel, and we're sharing whatever messages we get with the people in the audience. And I'm really excited about this because the energy in the room after working with the angels in the morning and the meditation, the person that's leading the meditation is phenomenal. She's local, but has traveled a lot doing what she's going to share with us. The evening is going to be amazing. That, I believe, is going to, we are thinking about making that available when we film it, making that available after the event. But I'm really excited about that. Okay. And then
pause you just for 1 second.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the chat room. Thank you so much, Kimberly and Annie, and because I know you can't see this, Polly. There was a little bit of a weirdness with the website and connecting. So really, thank you so much, Kimberly. It is gateways2peace.com. And if you go on the contact page, all you have to do is mention the Peace Now, and you can get the discount. I just wanted to, so thank you so much. Keep going. So
thank you.
So that night we have the big gallery reading. We're going to be doing messages from Spirit for people. Then what happens?
And then on Saturday morning, the 27th, starting at 10 a.m., I am going to be spending time with Gateways to Peace, bringing peace into your life, saying that you are ready for it and you're going to attract it, you're going to live it. And we're going to spend a lot of time with that and practice tools and get people ready to change their life. Then we have inspirational speakers. And then on Sunday, June 28th, starting at 9:30, Max will be working with Attract Positive Results, Law of Attraction training, which is really good. I mean, that is going to be wonderful. And if I can just add that all three of these things really work together, because to have peace in your life, you're working with the divine energy, you're working with the angels, you are also working with law of attraction. And so the three things, the three topics that we're doing that weekend are huge, and they come together. And then for the people that are here again in person, they get to do a ceremonial reflection hike with us on Monday morning. And I'm really excited about that.
Oh, I love it. We are so thrilled to serve all of you in this way. It's going to be so fun. We're just jazzed about it, right?
We will. And you know what? Even like for the people that obviously can't make it to the hike because they're in Philadelphia or wherever they are, we will take pictures.
Yeah.
Because I know where we're going and I love it. It's one of my favorite places, easiest place to hike. And so I want to share that with everybody.
You can even take a video.
Yes, absolutely. And we might see moose or bear along the way.
Oh, I want to see a moose.
You will.
I love it. I love it. So thank you so much. I want to, so that's the 5 days of the whole Access Your True Power event in Alaska. There's a couple of things in the chat room. Donna says, can we share the deal with other friends as well, Max? Your deal for your readings. Is that okay?
Absolutely. Yeah. For sure.
Sure. But speaking of deals, here's the deal of the century. We talked about live streaming. We talked about how we want as many people to get this as possible. We really do. We're all about sharing the peace and teaching people. That right, Polly?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So we have come up with a live stream way for you to access this on that week of the 25th. You will not be able to be at the private meet and greet on the 25th, but what is included in the live stream is the full angel workshop, the full Gateways to Peace workshop, and possibly, and also the gallery readings. We'll probably take that and send that to you. And then the full Law of Attraction day. That's, I counted it, it's 16 hours worth of live stream. That's amazing, right?
It is amazing. And the whole idea, you know how this whole thing came together is because I like going to workshops and I like meeting people and how it has that wonderful energy. And then I love Max. And so, I really wanted him to come up and share this with everybody. But I really want people to experience this peace, this richness in their life. And so it's like I said before, it's not just Max and I who can do this. It's everybody.
It's everybody. It's everybody. And I think it's so incredible that we have the technology now that people can be there with us, but not completely. And so it's so great. So we decided that we were going to do a live stream and offer it to people. The people coming to Alaska live, it is $98. I mean, it's still such an amazing deal. $98 for 5 days. I mean, where do you go? Where do you get that? We wanted to create community, and obviously we're not in it to become billionaires here. We're in it to help you to change your life and have more peace in your life. So the whole thing is $98 if you come to Alaska, but I have a feeling that most people can't come to Alaska. We already are selling a lot of tickets. It's going to be a great event. But for those of you that can't, we invite you to the live stream. Now, we said, oh, well, okay, so let's make it $47 for the live stream, right?
Absolutely.
Such a good deal. 16 hours of training. Oh, the other thing is you will be able to have the recording and you can watch it for at least a month afterwards. So it doesn't matter even if you can't be there live, you will be able to access the recordings. But I was like, you know what? Let's do a really fun thing today. And this is something I've never done. We, just for tonight, we are offering you the live stream, 15 people to have the live stream experience. You can have it for $30. That's $10 a workshop. It's crazy. You pay more than $10 to go to the movies. So if you look on your side, there's a timer there. There's 15 available. If you are ready for the power and you want to come with us and see us live, and we will interact with you live on the live stream, please go to the side right now and click I'm ready for power. And this is only for now, No one else is getting it for $30. No one else is getting it for $30. So right now it's sitting there. The timer is going. I love this. It's so technological. It is counting down. There's 14 minutes left. So please check on there. It's only $30. Please, $30 is the cheapest thing you can get. And you get to see Polly and learn from Polly. And you get all the worksheets and everything that all the live participants will get. So Polly is pretty good, right?
Absolutely. And it's going to be very fun. And the other thing I like is we're very down to earth.
Yeah.
Well, so everything is it's not like above you to be able to grasp it or to be able to understand it and take it home and practice it. It's going to fit into your life.
But we give you really practical ways of incorporating all this stuff into your life. And we love a sense of community. We love connecting with people. So it's just wonderful. And I thought, you know what, the timer's on 13 minutes. Polly, you can't see that little timer, can you?
No, I can't.
It's really fun. It's like click, click, click. So they're available. There's 15 spots. As soon as someone takes a spot, it's going to start to go down. So please click on there. Go get your $30 live stream. And in the meantime, while that's going, I wanted to talk about something that is so powerful. I believe one of the most powerful things that we can incorporate into our life. It is the power of what?
Love.
Today is all about your peace. Today is all about accessing your peace and your power. And love is the highest vibration. And I believe very strongly, I know, that when we call on love, we create more peace in our life. We create more joy in our life. And we really do attract positive results. And, many things have been written about love. Many things have been said about how to use love. And this is what I always say. It really doesn't matter how you use love. It matters that you do use love. I ask people all the time, I say, listen, when's the last time you actually intentionally use love in your life? And they'll look at me like this, like a deer in the headlights. I'm like, it is like Polly said so beautifully before. Everything that we teach you is free stuff. It's stuff that you can access right now. So if you're in overwhelm, if you're crazy, if you are not in a place that feels good, call on love. And you can call on love many ways. I'll talk about that in a second. What do you want to say about the power of love, Polly?
Okay, I have to tell you, because again, I love looking for messages. I was driving today and I look up and I see this little church and its title is God is Love.
Aww.
And I'm like, and I noticed that, and it's just, I love how these things, you stop and you pay attention and there's like, I know that'll come in handy.
I love that. I love that. It's so true. It's all around us, right?
It is all around us. Absolutely. And as this morning or earlier when I was talking about how I use meditation and prayer and gratitude daily in my life, and that's the first thing I do in the morning. And and I'm a very visual person. And so I send love to everybody in my family. I imagine sending love to everybody that I meet. And then love goes to everybody that they meet. And love goes to everybody they meet until all of us are connected by this beautiful love.
I love that. I'm just emailing someone that's emailing me. I just want you all to know that we're down to 12 units because already 3 people have bought. So just I'm letting you know. So thank you so much for that. I am so excited about the aspect of love because I have a whole course, a 12-week course that's called Love Yourself, Love Your Life 12-week experience, and it's all based on healing your relationship with yourself, because most of our relationships with ourselves are based on judgment, are based on separation, are based on a lot of other things other than love. And when we start to heal ourselves, when we start to say, oh, wait a second, I can use love. And I'm going to tell you this, wherever you're at right now watching, I want you to just close your eyes a second. Just work with me here. Close your eyes and think about something that makes you mad, something that pisses you off, something that frustrates you, something that is not of love, that kind of drives you crazy. You got it? Okay, so think about that thing. Focus on that thing or that person or that situation. Now look at it, feel it, all of that stuff. Good. Now, this is what I want you to do. As you're looking at it, as you're feeling those negative feelings, all that stuff, I want you now to say love, love, love. Take a deep breath. Again, love, love, love. Now look at that same thing. Now, do you feel a little shift? Do you feel a little different about it? I do. Holly, do you?
You know what? I love that. I use the word love a lot, but I love that exercise because I am very much in tune with feelings. That's how I move through my life. And absolutely there is a shift.
Yeah, it's crazy. When I was talking about all the craziness and focusing on all of that stuff, if you can hear, there's a huge, can you hear that outside?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a huge helicopter like crazy. And as soon as we started saying love, it went away. Crazy. That's not an accident. So you know what? Accessing the power of love, saying the word love, calling on love, changes your vibration. And remember what I was saying about the law of attraction is that your vibration is creating your results. So if you change your vibration, you change your results. If you're in an angry vibration, you have angry results. So we don't want that. We want peaceful. We want loving. It is the highest vibration of all. So I'm so excited to share love with all of you. Let me just check in a second. It looks like wow. Okay. So we have 6 minutes left, and we have 9 available $30 spots left. Pretty good, right?
Awesome.
Isn't that great? So we've got, so we've got a little bit of time. We've got a little time to vamp here. 6 minutes. Anything that you want to talk about or share with our webinar audience?
I do. So Max and I, 2 weeks ago, met in Disneyland, a funny place to meet, with my family. And then my oldest daughter, who's looking at colleges, and she's like, oh, you know, sometimes going with my mom, she looks at everything with rose-colored glasses. And you know what? I do. I like to look, the first thing, I like to look at what are the good possibilities? What feels good? I'm going to focus on that. I mean, unless I go someplace and it's just crazy and it does not fit at all. But I will go in and I'm going to look at the good things. I'm going to look at where I can find love in the situation. And that's another way of finding peace in my life, of maintaining peace in my life. Because I recognize that and I'll let some of the other stuff go.
I love that. You know, it reminds me of one of my favorite stories is Pollyanna. Sorry, this helicopter is right above my house. It's crazy. There's an aqueduct near my house. Craziness. One of my favorite stories is the story of Pollyanna. And Pollyanna gets a bad rap. A lot of people say, you're being so Pollyanna-ish. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Are you kidding me? Of course I do.
So this rose-colored glasses thing. But what people don't remember and don't understand, and I have a lot of, I don't, Polly, you've been my client, but I have not done this for you, but I make a lot of my clients read the Pollyanna story, because what Pollyanna does is that she is this girl that refuses to see negative things. She refuses to see horrible things. She only meets people and situations and she sees the good. And guess what happens to the people? They start to become good. They start to change because her perception of them is what they live up to. It's huge. I think that that's so powerful. Don't you think, Polly?
Can I tell you that it works? I mean, it honestly works.
My whole business is based upon it.
Yeah, it really, it'll cause a shift in your house.
Yeah. When you know what, when we have a loving, intentional vibration for people and we refuse to see, you know, in the Course in Miracles, it says there's a positive form of denial. And that positive form of denial is denying that the ways of the world, meaning anger, separation, resentment, jealousy, that the ways of the world have any power over the ways of spirit or the ways of love. And if you hold that vibration for someone, they live up to it. And, you know, there's someone named Neville Goddard who I just love. And if you're interested in metaphysics, definitely read him. He's incredible. And he says that, you know, you can actually change someone else's outcome of their life. And that's what he says. You see them already successful. You see them as perfect. You see them as loving. You see them already pain-free or whatever. When you come in with that vibration, then other people, they match it. It's so beautiful, right?
It is. And
hold on. We've got two minutes left, and it looks like we have we have 9 spots left to come for $30 only for the live stream. So we've got 9 spots left. Go ahead.
Okay, so I was just going to say, you know, there's so much of what you and I practice and how we live our life that, you know what, if families, you know, this starts in the family unit. I mean, if people can teach their kids and work with their kids with this, and it's really just the way you live your life, and your kids start living their life this way, oh my gosh, it's so healing and so powerful.
Yeah, it is really powerful. And that's what it's all about. That's why we're doing this Access Your Power, that's why we do what we do, because we are, you know, we as human beings do not give ourselves enough credit for being able to help and guide other people, let alone our own lives. So it's so important. And I have been thrilled about doing this whole webinar tonight. It's incredible. We have 1 more minute if you want to really take advantage of this $30 live stream. You have 1 minute left, and then it's going to be gone. After that, it's $47. So I'm just telling you all, $47 is still freaking great, Polly, right?
It is. I'm excited about it because the whole reason we're doing this is to help other people find the peace that we have.
Exactly, exactly. So let's wrap it up here in the last minute or so. What are you taking away from this whole experience tonight?
You know, it always brings me back to the group that I work with and how I have seen such changes with everybody, and it's really phenomenal. And I mean, it makes me really happy to see how people have more peace and enjoy their life more, and I love that.
Oh yeah, I feel the same way. I feel the same way. It is about the growth. There's nothing better for a teacher than to see the students grow, and it's so fun. And really, not just grow, but thrive in their life.
Yeah,
amazingly thrive. So I've had such a good time, Polly. I am honored to work with you and to bring you into the world too. So I'm just letting you know there's 10 seconds left, and then we're going to wrap up the offer. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so the offer is going to end soon, so that the timer is done, but I'm going to keep that up for just a little while if people want to click on it even after we're kind of done. You can't click on it. So there's 9 spots left. So my takeaway from this whole night was that it's about connection. It's about that what we really are all looking for is peace, and that when we connect with each other, we can find peace if we're willing to make another choice, right?
Absolutely. It is. It's finding the power within yourself to make those choices.
Right. Well, good job. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. I'm going to check back up here with the chat room really quickly and see. Annie says, thank you so much for tonight. Marguerite says, I can't now, but we'll find a way for you for the 47. Marguerite, I would love that. It'd be great if you could do it now. It's only $30. Let's see. Thank you, Polly, for the rose-colored glasses comment. I've been told that since I was a child and 3 years old. That's so nice. Marguerite, wow. I've been to a few seminars, and 98 is unbelievable. That's right. It's true. Annie says, yay, happy dance. Thank you, Annie. I love Annie. I know her. She's an amazing woman. Let's see. Margarita again says, thank you for blessing us, Polly and Max, and remembering so much.
Thank you.
So it is our pleasure. So if there's anything that if you need to get in touch with us, you can, the main site of the Alaska situation is right down there, Attract Positive Results /Alaska. You can go to attractpositiveresults.com, and there's an image that says Alaska, and it will take you to all of that stuff, and you will be able to buy your live stream ticket. Or if you're there, if you start flying up there, you can come up and meet us, which would be fantastic. Thank you so much. And as I always say, I pray that love will guide you. And remember, unthinkably good things can happen. Good night, Polly.
Good night, and thank you, everybody.
Bye-bye.